no running water, racism, negative representation in the media. Just some of the problems facing the Gypsy traveller community in Scotland, according to a report by the Equal Opportunities Committee.
The whole committee feels deeply frustrated and very dismayed that 12 years since the first inquiry, we're now on the fourth inquiry, and there has been little or no progress made in the situation of Gypsy travellers. A couple of the sites that we've been to, there was an overflowing septic tank, there was poor lighting to the site, there was broken down facilities, there was a fire hose that didn't stretch to the caravans. If a caravan went on fire, the fire hose didn't reach there. There was no local access to the town, a 2-mile walk for a 4 and a 5-year-old child through a muddy field, which is very, very worrying.
During the inquiry, the committee were keen to hear the views of Gypsy travellers themselves.
To me personally, I think roadside camps, traditional roadside stopping places should be reopened so that we can move where our generations have been, where our families have, so I can take my children and say, this is where your grandfather stayed. This is where I stayed as a child.
The site, I know my sister's side in Dalkeith, that's surrounded with pylons. And there were a lot of complaints about people suffering ill health because of it. And the other sites next to rivers, burns, on top of rubbish tips.
In light of the evidence the committee has heard, they have made the following recommendations. That a Scottish Government minister be given specific responsibility to support Gypsy travellers, a national public awareness campaign is required to tackle discrimination and racism, Gypsy travellers should be positively represented in the curriculum, and that the role of local authorities needs to be clarified, with strong leadership provided by the government.
We have heard the same evidence, we have heard calls for the same recommendations to be made, and we have come to a point now where we are not prepared to let this matter lie, and we will be revisiting this to make sure that changes are made.
To read the committee's report in full, please visit the Parliament website.